My name is Anthony. Welcome to my yoga class. This is my first of many that I'll be posting on YouTube. So please, if you join me today, this will be a beginner to intermediate, well-rounded flow. We'll basically just going through basic poses, standing poses, a little bit of heart openers. We'll open up our shoulders, open up the hips, just a full body yoga class. As I go on, I will do more in depth with different body parts and just opening and stretching here and there. So, if you will, we'll start class in a seated, comfortable position. If you have props, you're more than welcome to use a prop. This is a perfect example. If you have a little block, you could sit on it right here. You'll begin to elevate the hips. Just make it a little bit easier for you to sit comfortably. We're going to take just a few moments here to tune inward. Basically just allow ourselves to let go of everything going on in the outside world and really just focus on the task at hand, which is our 1 hour yoga class today. So we'll start off sitting up nice and tall, neck and back nice and long. Makes it very easy for the body to breathe. I invite you to close your eyes. Rest your hands wherever they feel comfortable. And we'll start by taking a nice, deep, long inhale through the nose, inflating the abdominal. And on the exhale, begin to just allow your shoulders to relax down your back. Take another deep, long inhale. And on your exhale, begin to allow the sit bones to settle in, allowing yourself just to get a little bit more comfortable in your seated position. Take another deep, long inhale, filling up the lungs fully. And now on your exhale, begin to soften the muscles in the face. Begin to relax the point in between the eyebrows. Relax the muscles around the jaw. Now, allow yourself to breathe nice and simply, allowing the natural rhythm of your breath to flow. No restriction, no restraint to the breath. Just allowing your body to do its thing very naturally. And if your mind is starting to wander, different thoughts of things to do before class, you should have done, what you have to do after class, just different feelings that pop through the head. Just patiently, just let them go and try just to observe the breath. Giving your mind the chance to come to a sense of calm, a sense of stillness in the body and the mind. Keep your neck and back nice and long. Stay here for just a few moments. Giving yourself this opportunity to connect the mind, the breath, and the body. To be at this present moment in time on the mat, where nothing else matters. We're here to work on ourselves, to discover more, and to embrace our bodies, embrace the opportunity, all the opportunities that we have every day and every moment to create self-love. Just a few more breaths here. Just notice the state of mind that you're in. Once you begin to just observe the breath, your mind starts to retract from everything going on, from maybe the anxiousness and other kind of negative feelings that possibly go through your head. Just notice the sensations and the feelings. I'd like you also to notice how you feel today. How you feel emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Because throughout this practice, we're going to flow through a sequence. And through that sequence, your mind will be changing, your physical body will be changing, and you will go through something. And through all that sequence, and things will change in your head. And you'll begin to feel different ways. You'll let go. You'll bring on more. It's just good to bring more awareness in as we go through this. Release all the air out the body. Sit up nice and tall. Release the hands by your side. Inhale the palms all the way up. Squeeze the lower ribs. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head slightly. And give yourself this opportunity to set an intention for your practice. Intention maybe to let go. Have a non-judgmental mind. Those are some of my couple favorites I always like to use. Inhale your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring that tension straight to your heart center. So for just a moment for one more full breath here. Lovely. You may untuck the chin if it was tucked. Release the eyes. We're going to interlace the fingers and press the palms forward. We're going to roll the shoulder blades forward. Keep pressing. Keep the belly engaged. Inhale, we're going to bring the hands towards us. Exhale, press them forward again. Maybe elevating them just a little bit more. Inhale, bringing the hands to the throat chakra. Deep inhale. Exhale, straight up. You're pulling the arms behind the ears. Try to relax the shoulders kind of away from the ears as well. And pull, squeeze the lower ribs. And release. Bringing the hands behind the back this time. Interlacing the fingers. Squeeze the palms. Roll the shoulder blades back. And slightly just lift the hands away from the body. If your hands are open, it is completely okay. And stay here for 2 full, beautiful breaths. Try to relax the shoulders on the exhale. Fantastic. You may gently release, bringing the hands to the heart center. Squeeze the palms together, press the thumbs into the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Take a deep inhale, everyone. And then exhale, we're going to release, coming to our hands and our knees. We're going to take just a moment to stretch out of our wrists. I'm a big advocate of having a daily wrist stretch. You know, so many people work these tedious, strenuous jobs that really affect our tendons. So it's good to have a daily wrist stretch that we do. So what we're going to do, spread your fingers nice and wide. Fingers are going to face the sides of the mat. I know I'm here centered just so you can see me, but you want them just like so. Okay? And press out of the shoulders and just begin to sway side to side. Creating more mobility in the wrists. Fantastic. Now go to your left side. Press out of that left shoulder and press into your fingertips, pressing you over more. And go, switch sides. Press into that left hand, press out of the shoulder. And just try to release and let go of any tension in the wrist. Lovely. Come back to center. This next one could be quite intensive. We're going to have the fingertips face the knees. Forearms face out. If this is intense, you can bring your knees forward, pressing more weight onto the knees. And just sway forward and backwards with the breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. One of my favorite wrist stretches here. There's multiple ones. I'm just going to go through 2 of them today. You can begin to lift up the palms, kind of stretching out those fingers. Lovely. All right, come back to neutral. Dropping the hands down right underneath the shoulders. We're going to come into our cat and the cow pose. to really wake up our spine and move each vertebrae at a time. So on the inhale, you want to tuck the tailbone up, stomach, chest, head comes last. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in, squeeze everything in like a wave coming from the back of the body to the front of the body. Come forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, tucking everything in. Do a few rounds with your breath. Try to stay very fluid from back of the body to front. One more round. And then meet me in the neutral position. We're going to do our first stretch of the day, the first twist. We're going to root the left hand down into the ground. Inhale that right arm all the way up. Stack the shoulders. Exhale, right hand down through, threading the needle and lowering the shoulder. You're going to release the head. Left hand, you come on the fingertips and begin to press the shoulder open. And then you may begin to bring the left hand to the base of the spine. Or wrap it right around to grab the hip. And begin to twist the shoulder open. If you'd like, you can look up at the sky or the ceiling, whatever it may be for you. And be very cautious of your neck here. This is one of those poses where very beneficial, but it also causes a lot of tension. So always be very mindful and conscious of your body. Gently release. Press the left hand down. Reach the right arm back all the way up. Deep inhale. And then we're going to bring it behind us and forward. Lovely. Palm face to side or down. Tuck the right toes. Lift the left heel. And really begin to squeeze your belly button in. Really pressing up. Trying to create length from your fingertips out through the heels. Take a deep inhale. Reach a little further. And then on the exhale, we're going to crunch on in. Elbow to knee. Open on up on the inhale. And crunch. Open up. One last time. Back all the way open. We're going to drop the knee to the ground. And bring that right hand right in the front of the mat. Nice and long. The left will meet the right. Squeeze the belly. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to come into our puppy pose. Really opening up the shoulders here. You'd like to stay very active in the palms. Squeeze in the belly. Trying to relieve any tension in the shoulders with each exhale. Fantastic. We need to walk the hands back underneath. This time we're going to switch sides. Press into the right hand. Left hand's going to start bottom, come all the way up, reaching for the sky. And exhale all the way down, threading the needle. First, starting with the fingertips, pull the shoulder open. And then begin to bring the hand to the base of the spine. Or reach it right around, grabbing the hip and twist. Nice little subtle twist. Not forcing it. Just bringing sensation into the body, into the shoulders, opening up the chest. And release. Grounding the right hand down, lifting the left hand, bring it all the way to the sky, and sweep it back and forward. Tuck the left toes, lift the right heel. Begin to create your space here, create your length. Make sure that right hip is not open, but down, and suck the belly. Take a deep inhale, everyone. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to open. One last time. Inhale to open. And drop the knee. Left hand goes right in front. Coming into the puppy pose for the second round. And lower. Staying here for 3 full, beautiful breaths. If you'd like to intensify this, come onto the fingertips. Don't feel the need to if you really don't feel it. Gently release. Bring the hands back under. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes deep. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Once you're downward dog, don't really focus on pressing those heels down yet, but begin to just pedal the heels, one heel after the other. Probably one of my favorite things to do at the beginning of a class for my personal practice. And move your hips side to side as well. Even try to incorporate the shoulders, getting this animal-like movement. Kind of working out any kinks in the body. Trying to bring awareness to what feels tight, what feels open. Just understanding each muscle. All right, take this time. We're going to find stillness into the pose, but beforehand, what I want you to do is we're going to do a quick body scan. So I want you to spread the fingers nice and wide. Press into your pointer finger and the thumb. Those are going to drive your downward dog. Press out of the shoulders, tuck the triceps in, and begin to point the tailbone to the sky, keeping your knees slightly bent. So it feels like your armpits are going towards the toes. And then on your next exhale, begin to try to press the heels down. 2 full breaths here, everyone. Lovely. Begin to walk the fingers towards the feet. Once you get there, come about halfway up, create a nice flat back. Hands can be at the shins or the ground. Exhale, forward folding. Be generous with yourself, bend the knees, and grab opposite elbow. Relax the neck and sway side to side. Creating length through the spine, through the upper back. Lovely. Slowly release the elbows, bend the knees, press into the heels. Inhale, bring those arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come back to your intention. Come back to your purpose. What I want you to do is when we're in these standing poses, I want you to try to inner rotate your legs. It kind of creates a stability, pressing into your insides of your feet, pressing into each toe. Tailbone slightly tucked, belly is engaged, hands are at the heart. Standing up nice and tall. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And fold. Inhale, halfway up. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Fold. Relax the neck. Stay here for just 2 full breaths. You can grab the shins. You can grab at your heels, your toes, whatever variation works for you. Just take a moment to notice the difference from shifting your weight onto the toes or onto the heels. Lovely. Gently release, bend the knees, press into the heels, and come all the way up nice and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace your thumbs, grabbing opposite hands and opposite thumbs. I really like this strategy because you're really able to pull. So you bring your hands to your heart center, tailbone slightly tucked. Inhale, bringing those arms all the way up till your elbows touch. Keep lift until they begin to open and lift the heart. Pulling the heart up towards the sky, rooting down through the ground, and fold. Inhale, halfway up. Drop the fingertips or the palms to the ground and walk your hands back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. One more full breath. We're going to bend the knees, look forward. We're going to step the right foot in between the palms. If it does fall short, you can just wiggle it on up. No worries. Knee is directly over the ankle. Stay very strong in that back leg. Really begin to wake up the legs here. It takes just a few moments. All right, what I'd like you to do is drop the knee, untuck the toes. We're going to sink into the hip and lift the heart on the inhale. If you have your blocks here, this would be a great time to use these props. It kind of helps lift the heart. I'm using my fingertips since I don't have a block. And on the exhale, we're going to slide right back and pull that right hip right into the midline. Feeling this full stretch going up the leg. Bringing the heart forward, the chest. We're going to do that motion 2 more times. Step forward, sink into the hip, lift the heart, deep inhale. Exhale, pull the hip right back. Curl the toes right in. One more time with your breath. Fantastic. Step forward, sink into the hip, tuck the toes, lift the knee, deep inhale. Exhale, pull the leg back. Folding over the leg. What you think is your next inhale to create length through the spine, and exhale to fold over. Fantastic. Begin to bend the knee, shifting your body weight forward. Left hand's going to ground right in and open up the heart. Right hand up towards the sky. Breathe here. Left leg is lifted. If you need to drop it, you may do so. But try to lower the hip slightly and pull the right hip into the left and twist more. Fantastic. Right hand's going to come right down to the ground. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. What I want you to do is roll back, roll the shoulder blades back. Deep inhale. Exhale, sweep forward, fingers touch. Interlace those thumbs. Come up to Anjaneyasana. So with this pose, what I'd like you to do is really focus on pressing into that front toe, pressing into the knee, kind of pulling the hip back slightly, and try to create lift through your middle, your mid-spine, lifting the heart up. Fantastic. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, and we're going to step the right back into downward dog. Take just a moment, coming back to your center. All right, on your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees, look forward, and step the left in between the palms. All right, great. When you get there, just give yourself a moment in your runner's lunge. Really begin to activate the legs. You try to lift the heart forward, sucking in the belly, staying connected with the breath. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, lift the heart, grab your blocks if you have them. Exhale, pull the left hip back, curl the toes in. Feeling the full stretch going up the calf, up the leg, bringing the heart forward. Step forward, sink into the hip, deep inhale, everyone. Exhale, pull the left hip back and straighten. One more round with your breath. Step forward, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and pull the left hip back. Inhale to create length through the spine. Exhale to fold. Stay very active in the back leg as well. Lovely. Bend the left knee. Right hand grounds into the ground. Left hand comes up to the sky, opening the heart. Lower the left hip slightly and twist. Noticing any length, or noticing any crunch in the neck. You want to try to create length there. Lovely. Left hand's going to come to the ground. Knees going to come down and tuck the toes. Roll the shoulder blades back. Fingers down. Sweep forward. Fingers touch. Interlace the thumbs. Inhale to Anjaneyasana. Lifting the heart, pressing into the front toe, pressing into the knee. And settle on in to the hip. Lovely. Exhale to release. Tuck the toes and step the right to meet the left and fold. Bend the knees, press into the heels. Inhale, arms all the way up. Tailbone is slightly tucked. Reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Come back to your intention. Bring the hands behind the back. Right thumb on top of left. Interlacing the fingers. Squeezing the palms together. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to fold. Relax the neck. If your palms do open, that's completely okay. With this forward fold, worry more about the shoulders and less about the legs. So you can bend the knees if you need. Lovely. Slowly on your next exhale, release the hands. Sit the hips down nice and low. We're going to sweep the arms forward and all the way up to chair pose. So here with chair, you can release the hands for just a moment. I want you to look down, make sure you can see your toes. So to shift the weight back. Sit the hips down. Tailbone's tucked, belly's engaged. Arms can come up. And breathe. Squeeze in the inner thighs. Lovely. Straighten the legs, hands to heart. Pressing into the inner toes. Creating length, and you have a string tied to the crown of your head. Hands will come behind the back. Switch and grip this time. Left thumb on top of right, then interlace the fingers. Squeeze the palm, roll the shoulder blade back deep. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here for about 3 full breaths. Adjusting yourself is needed. Really allowing the body to open up the shoulders, relax in the neck. Lovely. Next exhale, release. Shift the weight back into the heels. Sweep the arms forward, coming up into chair pose. Lifting the heart, tailbone is tucked. Take a moment now, untuck the tailbone, tuck it back in. Untuck the tailbone. Just bringing more awareness to these motions in the body, kind of like a dynamic movement. Lovely. Straighten the legs, hands to heart. Tuck the chin. Take a deep inhale. Close the eyes for just a moment. Lovely. Interlace the thumbs, grabbing opposite hands at opposite thumbs. Elbows come together. Inhale the arms all the way up. So the elbows open. Then begin to lift the heart towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. We'll step the right foot all the way back. I almost tipped forward right there. Coming back on the tippy toes in this runner's lunge here. Staying for just a moment. Lift the heart. Drop the knee. Untuck the toes. Straighten the left leg. Curl the toes right back. Lovely. Come forward. Tuck the toes. Lift the knee. Lift the heart deep. Inhale, everyone. Exhale. Straighten. Pulling it back. Inhale. Come forward. This time we're going to sweep the arms right back. Lift the heart. Like we're flying forward, leading extroverted, welcoming life in front of you with an open heart. Sweep the arms forward, coming up to crescent. This is a very strong pose in the legs. So I want you to pull the right hip forward. Make sure that knee's directly over. Suck the ribs in. And notice all the effort and the action. And feel the stability in your legs. And bring awareness to the lightness in the fingers in the upper body. Fantastic, guys. Drop the heel. Warrior 2. Stay for just a moment into rotating your back leg, twisting. Staying very strong on the front toe and the outside of the right leg. Take a moment to look back. Make sure your right arm is level, straight with the left arm. And then look past the middle finger and breathe. Lovely. Reach all the way forward. Elbow to the knee. Right arm's going to shoot straight up. And then over the ear, palm face down. Keep the belly engaged. Focus on pulling the hip in and staying very active in the legs. We're going to do another shoulder opener here. So take a deep inhale. Try to create this nice stretch through the side body. Then exhale, we're going to sweep the right arm down and all the way up. Create this little windmill. Try to get a little wider every time. All right, sweep it on back. All the way down till it comes to the right leg. Run it down the leg and bring the left arm up. For a reverse warrior. Look at the palm. Look at all the wrinkles in the hand, all your possibilities, all the endless things you could do these hands can create. Exhale, straighten the left leg, adjust the back foot a little bit, and come into your triangle pose. Left hand could be on a block or your shin, right hand comes up. Fantastic. Breathe in here. Noticing the neck area. Trying to find a little bit of ease in the neck. Trying to focus on creating space and length from the crown of the head all the way up to the side body. Lovely. Bend the left knee. Come up into your warrior two for just a moment. Sit into the knee for the hip. And then windmill the hands right down. Stepping the right to meet the left and fold. Bend knees, inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the body halfway up. Step the left foot all the way back, nice and long, coming into that runner's lunge for a moment. Find your stability, find your strength in the legs. Like you're about to run a marathon, you're about to go forward and beat everybody, be in the front. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, straighten the right leg. Feel all the sensations going up the leg. One more full breath. Lovely. Step forward, tuck the toes. Lift the back knee, deep inhale. Exhale, straighten the right leg. And fold. Fantastic. Bend the right knee. We're going to come up into crescent pose. So first I want you to pull the arms back. Lift the heart by sucking in the belly. Look forward. Pressing your heart forward, leading everything in front of you with open heart. Now sweep the arms down and all the way up. Breathe in here, sucking in the ribs, staying very strong in the back leg. Lovely. Drop the back heel. We're going to open up into warrior two. I'm just going to switch sides just so you can see me. Open up into warrior two here. Your right leg is forward, my left leg is forward. No worries, just so you can see my front side instead of you just looking at my back. Sitting into the hip a little bit more. Make sure to take a moment to make sure your knee is about directly over the ankle. You don't want it back. You don't want it too far forward. You want to be nice and centered. And you want your heel to align with the arch. Some key points in alignment. As I'm pointing, I'm about to fall over. Arms are straight out. Nice and long. Take a moment to look back. And breathe. Reach forward. Coming all the way forward. Bring the elbow to the knee. Left hand comes overhead. And reaches over the ear. And we'll do the windmill. Getting a little bit wider every time. One last time. I'm going to sweep the left hand back, run it down the leg, bring the right hand up. Reverse warrior, reach to the side body, get a side body stretch. Sink into the knee a little bit more and then straighten the leg. Wiggle the back foot up. And triangle pose is yours. Breathing into the body. Feeling the activation in the feet. Pulling the left hip in. Creating this triangle pose. This triangle geometry. One more full breath here. Lovely. Bend the knee. Come into your warrior two for just a moment. Settle into the knee. And then windmill the hands right down to the ground. Coming into your downward facing dog. We're staying in downward dog for about 3 breaths. So if you like, you can lower your knees. Coming into child's pose, I will do so myself. Lower the head. Or in downward dog, just kind of come back to your center. Breathing into the body. Noticing all the heat we've built up. Press into the palms, glide forward if you're in child's pose, coming into your downward dog where everyone is. Everyone's meeting at the same place. Press into the palms, press the hips to the sky so it feels like our armpits are going towards the toes. Lovely. And walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms nice and high. Hands to heart. Tailbones tucked, feet are together. Interlace the fingers, press the palms to the sky here. Suck the belly in. Bring the arms behind the ears if you can. And version 2, we'll come on the tippy toes, pressing the heels together. Find a focal point. This pose is great for blood circulation. Lovely. Drop the heels and fold. Inhale halfway up. Drop the hands to the ground. Step the right foot all the way back. Drop the heel down. Foot's about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, come all the way up to warrior one pose. It could help to wiggle the left foot out just slightly. Knee is over. What you're trying to do is you want this back foot to be pointed in slightly so you can rotate your hips forward. And you should feel a good stretch in that Achilles tendon. Tailbone's pointed forward, bringing the arms up, belly's engaged. Breathe here. You can even try to tuck the triceps in, keeping space from the shoulders and the ears. Lovely. Open up warrior two. Sinking into the hip a little bit more. Lovely. Inhale. Excuse me. Inhale, arms all the way up. Straighten the left leg. Left toe is going to face forward. And then I want you to bring the heels so they face inward. Toes face out. Exhale, bring the hands. Open up the knees. Hands to heart. With this pose, you want to try to keep that tailbone tucked. Knees out. Bring the arms out if you'd like. Sitting deeper and deeper into the Buddha pose. Temple pose. 3 breaths here, everyone. Breathing through the burn in the legs. Lovely. Straighten the legs. Toes face inhale. Inhale, arms up. Lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Pivoting at the hips. Wide stance forward. Fold. Stay in here for just a few breaths. You can grab the toes. You can grab the ankles. You can bring the hands behind you. Whatever works for you. Try to relax the neck. You can even micro bend the knees if you'd like. Lovely. Inhale halfway up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands over to the right leg. Folding over the right leg. Lovely. Walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Left foot is going to go to the edge. Hands are going to be in the center. Drop the knee and tuck the toes. You can use your blocks here, or your fingertips, and we're just going to lift the heart. Trying to find space in the body, space in the hips. In order to find the space, what we're doing is we're creating this length from the hip out through the crown of the head. Lovely. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. We're going to step that right foot right to the edge of the mat. Everybody's favorite pose here. And we're going to begin to sink down into the yogi squat. So with the squat, if you're about here, it's completely okay. If you come down and your heels are off the ground, you could put blocks under there. That helps. What you want to do is you can have the triceps and tops of the knees lift the heart, or elbows to the middle, hands together and lift, trying to create this nice lengthened spine, and breathe. This is a pose that actually, in human nature, this is actually supposed to be a resting pose. But because of the Western culture and everything we do, from driving a car to working at the desk jobs to even our toilet, we begin to lose this mobility. And we get to lose this resting pose and how important it really is for us, how good it is. Stay here for just a moment. Breathe in here. You can even do this while you watch Netflix. It's very fabulous just to incorporate into your daily routine. Lovely. Bring the hands to the ground. Heel toe the feet together and fold. Then knees, inhale, arms all the way up. Fingers touch, squeeze the belly. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms all the way up. With the right hand, grab the left hand and lean to the right. Get a good side body lateral stretch. Come back to center, grab the opposite wrist, and slow it to the side. Lovely job, everyone. Come back to center, lift the heart, and fold. I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to step the left foot back, everyone. Sink it into the hip, lift the heart. What we're going to do is we're going to step that left foot back, dropping down the heel. Pressing into that heel, we're going to come on up to your warrior one pose. Right knees over the wrists. Try to rotate that left leg so your hips go square. Belly button tilts in. Bring the arms all the way up. Stay very strong in that back left heel. Try to create space between the ears and the shoulders. Suck the belly in. Press the knees forward and breathe. Lovely. Open up warrior two pose. May need to walk the back foot back. Staying centered over the body. What I'd like you to focus on is really pressing into that front right toe. Pressing into the outside of the left foot. Lovely. Inhale the arms up, straighten the right leg. Front toes are going to face forward. Heels are going to come towards each other. And sitting into that Buddha pose. Sitting a little bit deeper, trying to keep that spine nice and straight as you sink down. Two more breaths here, everyone. Lovely. Straighten the legs, toes facing. Wide stance fold is yours on your exhale. Breathe here, allowing the body to fold down. I'd like you to think exhales to lengthen, to create space. Or inhale, is create space in the body. Exhales to fold into your space. All right, inhale, lift the body halfway up. Exhale, folding over that left leg. Lovely. Come halfway up. And then walk your feet to the front of the mat. I'm going to my back mat, but just so we can see this side. Hands in the middle, right foot's going to go to the edge. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, and lift the heart. Using your blocks if you need. Trying to find length from the heel, up the leg, tailbone, or yeah, your tailbone points down, and the length continues out to the crown of the head. Creating flexibility in the hips. The wonderful thing of yoga, this might not be the strongest practice, but with yoga you're finding a nice balance between strength and flexibility. And flexibility is a big important part with your physical body as well as it relates to your mental. Because the more flexibility you can create, the more mobile you are, the more you can move, the more you can move around obstacles. And same with mentally. The more flexible you are mentally, the more you are able to work with maybe troubles and different things that are coming towards your life. Because no one's perfect. No one's life is that easy ever. And so the more flexible you are, the more you're able to flow through life without so stressed out all the time. Just knowing how it is. All right, everybody, we're going to tuck the toes, step the left and meet the right. I'm going to come right to the center of the mat. We're going to come right into our yogi squat. Toes face out slightly, sitting the hips down low, knees into the inside, and breathe. Two more breaths. Lovely. Bring the hands forward, lift the feet, heel toe together, and fold. Bend the knees, sit the hips down low. Once you bring your hands to the knees, press the heart up, tuck the tailbone. Make sure you can see your toes. Coming up into our last chair pose of the day. Trying to create this connection between your breath and your core. Squeezing everything in. Allowing the mind to be still. All the effort is in the physical body, but the more you breathe, the more you can surpass the burn, the crazy sensations. Maybe even get a little bit smile. Maybe even laugh at yourself sometimes. It really does help. Just get a little bit goofy with these hard, long, static holds. Two more breaths. Loudly straighten the legs, hands to heart. Inhale, arms all the way up one last time. Suck the belly, press into the heels. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway up. We're going to step the right foot back. And then with this left foot, I want you to bring it all the way straight to the sky. Three-legged dog here. And really press into the palms and reach through the heel and lift. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring that knee right to the left arm. And then lower. And cross the ankle over, coming into our pigeon pose. Curl those left toes for protection. Walk the back knee. If you need to, you can put a block under this left hip. It really does help. Lift the heart, settle in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward, fold. Bringing your forehead to your arms. Give yourself this opportunity to come back to the breath and to use the breath to your advantage to release tension in the body, to remove more layers of tension so that you can go deeper, so that you can let go more. 2 more breaths, everyone. Lovely. Nice and slowly. We're going to lift the body up. Lift the hips up nice and high and lift the heart. We're going to shift the weight to this left hip. Actually, no, come back. I apologize. Press into the palms, tuck the toes, and we're going to step into our downward facing dog. You can take a moment to kind of pedal that heel out. Get the blood back into the leg. Next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up this time. Same, very active into the palms. Keep lifting the heel. Deep inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep, and then lower. Swish the leg right over there. Drop the knee, walk it back nice and long. Lift the heart, deep inhale. Kind of allow this hip to settle in. Use the prop if necessary underneath the hip. Exhale to forward fold. Take a deep inhale through the nose, everyone. Out through the mouth. And then begin to find release in the hip. Two more breaths, everyone. Lovely. Nice and slowly. Begin to lift the body back up. This time we're going to shift the weight into the hip. Just kick the left leg all the way forward. Coming into Janushirasana. Right foot on the inside. Do a slight twist to your left to kind of square the hips off. And to create this nice length through the spine. And exhale to fold forward. Folding forward here in this pose, I'm going to give you a couple of variations you can do. You can grab the shin, of course. I'm trying to bring your heart forward. You can even grab the outside. Get this good, nice side body stretch as well as the leg. Or if you want to create this little kind of dynamic movement, you can reach the left arm over and grab the right knee. So you get this both pulling sensations in different directions. Breathing here to find release in the tension. Slowly. Exhale to release. Inhale the body all the way up. And switch sides. Right foot comes forward. Left foot comes to the inside. Do a little twist on the right. Squares the hips off nice and good. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold. Whatever you did, variation you did last time, make sure to do this side. And breathe into the stretch. Lovely, gently release. Inhale the body up. Left foot's going to meet the right. Make sure you have enough room to sit back. What I want you to do, we're going to do one little core exercise. So I want you to hug the knees into the chest. Take a moment here, find this little balance point that we all have where your heels can float. I'll give you different variations, of course. First variation, feet forward, hands underneath the shins, or underneath the knees. What you want to do here, though, is try to keep your shins as flat as possible. You got a stack of pennies. Or you can straighten the legs. Woo. And release the arms back. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1, 1.5. Slowly release. Allow the body to roll down for just a moment. Hug the knees back into the chest. As you hug the knees, press the lower back into the ground and tuck the chin. With your right hand, grab the left knee, take a deep inhale. On the exhale, twisting the knees to the right. Left arm opens up, putting a slight pressure onto the knees. And begin to breathe into opposite points of the body. Releasing tension in the body. And begin to move away from all the effort and all the heat. Now begin to come into the cooling down phase of the class more into the ease. And then come back to center and switch sides. Stay here for just a moment. Try to soften the gaze. Begin to relax all the muscles in the face. Twists like this, they can be very invigorating. They are also detoxifying. It's almost like you wringing your spine out. Then we come back to neutral. We're going to come into that happy baby pose. So grab the outsides of the feet with your hands. Lower the lower back to the ground. And press the feet into the hands and the hands into the feet. Tuck the chin slightly. And begin to pull the knees down and breathe here. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Lower the feet down. Knees open up nice and wide. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Close the eyes as we begin to end the practice today. Take a deep inhale, everyone, inflating the abdominal, the chest. And slowly release. Feeling the body, the belly and the chest rise and fall as you breathe in the prana, the life force that keeps your body moving, keeps your body operating 24/7. Take this moment to kind of get a little gratitude for the hard work that your body does. A little gratitude for your health, for the opportunities that you have for yourself that you are able to practice. You have time. You are capable of having a daily practice and trying to bring more awareness inward. Because the more that you tune inward with yourself and you have some sort of practice, you begin to nourish yourself. And the more you nourish yourself, the more love that you're able to create within you. Which means the more love within you, the more you're able to give out to the world. The more you're able to nourish the environment. You're able to nourish relationships with your friends, your family, your loved one, your kids. So the more love that you have inside, the more love you're going to have around you, which will make for a more beautiful life. Begin to release the feet to the corners of the mat. Palms face up. We're going to do a tension and release. So you squeeze every muscle in the body. Scrunch your toes, scrunch your fists. So you even scrunch your face like you ate something sour. And we're going to lift our arms, legs, and chest off the ground about an inch. All right, everybody, take a deep inhale. Squeeze every muscle. Squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. It really just allows me to kind of melt into the air. We're going to do one more round. That round usually kind of, mostly we got to figure it out. All right, take a deep inhale. Squeeze every muscle. Squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Stick your tongue out and breathe out the mouth. And now allow the natural rhythm of your breath to flow. Allow your mind and your body to be still. Taking this opportunity to allow your body to kind of soak in the benefits of all the hard work and effort you put in. Do the back bends, the stretching, activation. All that generates energy and creates space and openness into the body. Now's the time for yourself to kind of reflect on all the sensations in the body, to notice any feelings. If your mind is wandering on different things, no worries at all. Just patiently just come back to the breath. We're only going to be here for a few moments. Take a moment to observe your body. Observe the natural parts of your body that are touching the earth. Feel the connection. Feel comfortable with how you connect to Mother Earth. Begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Come back to your whole body now. Coming back to this present moment. Bring your feet together at the end of the mat. Point your toes. Inhale the palms all the way up overhead. Exhale, get a good full body stretch. Maybe even a yawn. And roll over to your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. Taking one more moment in this nice, secure state. And begin to make your way to a seated position where we were in the beginning of class. Sitting up nice and tall. Come back to the breath. And begin to observe how you feel. Maybe feel a bit more open, maybe more clear-headed. Maybe nothing at all. Maybe a bit worse than when you first started, you know? But it's just taking the time to just come in and bring awareness to understand how you feel. Take a deep inhale, everyone. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the heart, tucking the chin. Coming back to your intention for that moment. Reflecting. Inhale to lift the heart. Hands up to the third eye. Exhale, fold. My soul honors your soul. I honor you in the place where the entire universe resides. The peace, the love, the beauty, it's within you, it's within me, it's within all of us. We are all one. We are united. Namaste, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining me here and allowing me to share my presence and the knowledge of yoga that I know. I hope you found it useful and good for your body, for your soul, for your mind. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We'll be posting more videos. We are currently in Bali, Indonesia. We're traveling full time right now, so we'll be posting videos all the time, and we're going to get much better at it and really start breaking down poses and everything for you. So please subscribe, like, and if you have friends and family you want to show this video that they need yoga, share it to them. Share the love, because it has changed me and my wife's lives, and I hope it can help change your life for the better. If not, no worries. But thank you all for joining.